I'm having pretty shitty anxiety today. For the past couple of days, I've had a light, dizzy sensation, feeling of like weightless. I don't know, like not essentially like gonna pass out dizzy, but just a little off. I feel off balance. And I watched the Wim Hof video, which I'll put a link in the description. Just check it out. His breathing technique. I haven't yet really tried the full breathing technique, 30 breaths in and out, and then holding without air in the lungs, which you'll see. Like I said, I'll put the link. But today, and I'm going to state these things first. I'm almost 100% positive why the anxiety is hitting today. The past couple nights, at least for about a week, maybe more, I've been tired, 2, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. I should absolutely go to bed, and I don't. What I'll do is I'll sit at my kitchen table and I'll start watching something on YouTube, just because a little bit of general anxiety is just keeping me from going to bed. It's just fear of like, I don't know, relaxing, like just the fear of like laying down and closing my eyes. It's just whatever. I'm uncomfortable. I don't know if it's because I'm afraid I'm gonna die in my sleep, or because I'm just a little bit of anxiety just keeping me awake. It's like a stimulant. So I've been literally falling asleep, sitting at the chair, just, I'll hunch over, I wake up, I have like back pain and rib pain, because I'm like sitting straight up, but yet my neck is crouched down. It's definitely, if I continue doing it, I'm probably going to develop a hump of some kind. So my sleep's been weird for at least a week. And today, I get to work, I wake up, I feel a little off, but nothing crazy. I drink plenty of water. One of the triggers for me is I feel like I get gas or build up in my chest, the pressure in my body. And if I drink water, immediately I'll drink like one big sip of water. I won't chug a whole bottle, and a giant burp will come out, and it's like pressure lifted. So it's like, I don't know if it's I'm not releasing the pressure because of anxiety, or maybe I have some other issue. I don't think it's another issue. I think it's all anxiety related. It's all tension from anxiety. And so anyway, so today I feel a little dizzy, but I'm telling myself to just fight through it, to just continue doing the things I'm doing at work, continue having the conversations I'm having, and breathe. Taking deep breaths in my nose and breathing out my mouth, and actually make a noise, like almost like a verbal like mantra, like if you ever done meditation, and do that 10 or 15 times, and it helps. You're oxygenating yourself and focusing on your breath, and it helps. Now I'm driving, obviously, which is why I'm not holding the phone. And what happens is I start getting the physical sensations again in the chest. You get a twinge here, my shoulder, my neck, and then my arm also will hurt just from I lift things with my arm. I've broken bones in my left arm before. My left arm is just more sensitive, I believe. And so I'm like, okay, my arm hurts from just holding the steering wheel, for like an hour. So I just put it down and let it relax, and really, really let it relax. Not tense or leaning up against something. I try to really let it settle. And while I'm doing that, I get another pain in my arm while I'm using my right arm. And then, just generalize like little points of pain. So I know that it's not anything. Usually something serious wouldn't just be like a place you can point at. That's what I've heard like doctors say. And again, if you have anxiety, you know what I'm talking about. Like you think you're having a heart attack or a stroke. So you have, at least I have, and you should too. Don't go on WebMD. Don't Google the symptom, because you're going to get like the first like 5 things are just advertisements and just general information. Go on YouTube, and there's literally doctors who are giving their opinion. Obviously, they always say, if you feel like you're having, if you feel like you're having a real medical issue, go see your doctor. They have to say that because they don't want to. What they're doing is not a diagnosis. But what I've heard them say, especially when it comes to the heart, if you can take your finger and point at the one spot where you got a pain or a twinge or it's nothing. That's not a heart attack. So I convinced myself of this. But then what anxiety does for me, at least, it's a physical manifestation. It's not just a little bit of dizziness. It's not just racing thoughts and tension, maybe some dry mouth, sweating. It's a physical. It's other physical things like tightnesses in the muscles, and I know these are common, but it really my brain will just make all these connections. Well, my knee hurts, and then my elbow hurts, and then my shoulder's tense, and my neck is tense, and it's like, oh, and they're all on the left side. You know, it's like all these different puzzle pieces, and then my brain just makes all these connections, just jams pieces in to make it all fit, and say, oh, it's all this one thing, or it's all that one thing. So I'm not sure if like you can relate to that. This has happened to me for years, probably since I'm like 12 or 13, but it took me like 10 more years, probably in college, 18, 19, to realize like what was happening. That was actual anxiety. You know, I used to smoke pot, and for a couple of years, literally 2 years, pot was very enjoyable. I would laugh, I would giggle, it was fun, relax, passed out. And then I noticed I was smoking weed, and I would pace, and I wouldn't sit still, and I couldn't relax, and I couldn't laugh. I was just tense. And then I started realizing it was anxiety. And then because it was still, I'm almost positive it was there for years. It really was, in college, it was manifested as depression. The fact that I was anxious was making me depressed. The depression really trumped the anxiety. After college and through my 20s, you know, I had such a high level of general anxiety. I was on the brink of a panic attack every single day. And I would have a panic attack probably once a day. To the point where I didn't even consider them panic attacks. It was just like my anxiety would get to a certain point. I would be I'd be consumed with stimulation, whether it was sound, light, whatever, thoughts, and I would just not be able to function. But I, at the same time, would function, would still go to work, would still interact with people. It's like a duck in water. On the outside, look, I think semi-fine. I think in the eyes and the face, people knew I was, you know, anxious. But on the inside, I was in turmoil. I was just miserable. I wanted to cry every day, and I didn't. I probably should have cried. The release would have probably been better than not releasing, but whatever. Now, in the past 3 years, I've made progress. Every year, every day of the past 3 years, every month, every week, I've made great progress. I've been seeing a psychologist for like, 6 months, maybe 8 months, something like that. I'm terrible at keeping track of time, obviously. That's another thing I think with the anxiety, just like have like a foggy brain. You have like you're focusing on 20 things instead of like 1 or 2 things really well. You're focusing on 20 things in a real shitty way. So I've been seeing her, and talking to her has helped. Just the fact that she's a third party. She's not a friend or a family member who I know I could talk to, but just that third party, it makes it better, because everything she's told me, almost everything she's told me, I already know. Like she said, okay, breathe and meditate and relax, stop thinking those thoughts. But it's good to bounce because people are so used to seeing you, like, you know, people are used to seeing you in a certain state, and especially if it progressively gets worse, they just get used to it. It's like the frog in the warm water and slowly boils. Like they don't notice it. So when you see this other person twice a month, which I see her, I think she notices more things than even I notice. She gives me good feedback. So if you want to talk to someone, I recommend seeing a psychologist. You don't have to do it every day. I see her twice a month, and it helps. But the point is, today my anxiety is really, really fucking with me. It's really pushing my buttons. And even though I've been here before, and anyone out there watching this, and who cares, who has anxiety or knows someone with anxiety, you have to understand, you could have panicky feelings, real high anxiety for 3 days in a row. The third day is just as bad as the first day. No matter how many times you've taken that walk and done it, physically, you know, everyone's afraid to die. Everyone's afraid to have something really wrong with them. So it just makes it that much worse. It just makes it that much worse. I have to actually work, so I will continue this video in a moment.